Hello and welcome to The Weird One. This is the next video in my Walking Dead buildable Lego sets. Again, this was from Toys and Comics, and I will put their Facebook page link in the comments below. This is the massive Walking Dead prison catwalk. It is 368 pieces, 12 plus. Again, compatible with other brands, and they also sell a upper and lower cell that you can add to make it bigger, which I will be getting in the future. This is the front of the box, showing you the cells and a very cool Herschel about to shoot a zombie or a walker as they call them. And we have the side has Herschel on it, and the back has more detailed pictures, and again tells you that you can add cells to make a bigger prison. More detailed pictures. Some of the larger sets that you can get. As you've seen from my other videos, they also do some smaller sets. So let's have a look inside. As before, lots and lots of bags of Lego. The very thick instruction book. And again on the back it tells you all the other sets that you can get. That is the lower and the upper prison cells that I was referring to, that you can add to this one, which is the one I'm currently going to make, so that you can make a bigger prison. Okay, so I'm going to go and make this, and as if by magic it will reappear all complete for you to have a look at. Okay, and here it is all made up. Before looking closer at the completed set, I'd like to talk a bit about the making. Firstly, it is hours of fun. It did take me about 3 hours to make. I did get sore thumbs after because obviously the pieces are all quite sharp and square. I would also suggest having a multi-tool and some tweezers next to you, so in case you make a mistake with the Lego you can get it off. However, if you do this, you may get some surface scratching on the Lego, so be very careful when you do that. You do get some spare pieces. Personally, I would have liked a few more of these little tiny fiddly ones, because they break quite easy. Okay, next, there's some instruction errors through the book. Also, the first step will tell you to add on the grates at the front. When I was making mine, the grates kept coming off and it was extremely irritating. So I would recommend, if you can, actually add them last so they don't keep coming off. The next main error, which I did notice a couple times in the book, is step 9. There is no large Lego bits in the instructions in the top, which you will have seen in my photos. And when you look at the two pictures together, you need these two here. So when looking at the instructions, always look at the pictures, because the instructions themselves on this specific book are missing, and this has happened in a couple of the areas The build itself was a little bit complicated, but not too bad. There are a few areas that were hard to pop down. Over here there's a little gap that won't push down, so I need to look at that more closely to get it to go flush, because things like that do irritate me. The other thing is, you make the upper and lower cells first. They tell you to put in the bed and the table. Again, personally, I put those in last because they just kept falling out when you add in the other bits, like the catwalk. Also, there's a few support bits on the catwalk, and it is these kind of odd looking bits. A hot tip is pay attention to the angle that they look at on the picture to make sure they're flush, or like myself, you would have seen in the images, I put it the wrong way around and it didn't sit flush, and it took me a little while to get them out of the holes because they are pressure set. To remove them, in the end, I needed to use a pair of tweezers, and it did give me some cosmetic damage on the Lego, so be aware to put it the right way around. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Let's get to looking at the actual catwalk itself. It's a really nice piece. There's lots of detail on it. Firstly, we will look at the figures. There is quite a lot of detail on these figures for something so small. I'm always impressed with these. He's the one that sits on the floor. And then we have Herschel with his shotgun. Again, the detail is really good. It would have been nice if the shotgun had been painted a little bit here in brown, so it looked like the shotgun that is on the front of the box. Of course, they both come with their clear fig stand. We have the detail in the cell, and we have a very cool looking table. It even has little accessory bits that you put on it, and you can change them around. We have the little beds that I suggest putting in last. We have a cute little pillow, which I think is brilliant. It actually looks like a pillow. We have the bed itself with a blanket and the mattress. Slots like that. And then you can put the pillow on the floor or on the bed, depending on how you want your scene. Pop that in there. Okay, let's go for some close-ups. The cells themselves are very detailed. They include a little toilet and basin, which look really good. It also comes with some debris that you can stick where you want. And the lower one, the table detail is different. Cole's hat and gun. They are the grated bits that I was referring to that kept popping off at the beginning, so I will put those on last. Then we have working doors, top and bottom, and there is also one in the side that slides. I like that, it's very good attention to detail. We have stairs on both sides, and then we have some debris. We have the floor, and the floor pops if you want it to. There's a bit on the front which is attached with one of those little things I was referring to. And then just pop that off. If you want the floor to look more dishevelled, you can just take that off, pop it back on, and there's 4 bits that do that in the middle. And then we have the stairs, blood on them, I love that. That's a spare sign, you don't have to put that there, but I decided I wanted to use it, so I popped it on the stairs. Then we have some railing and a very good looking frosted window. The walls again look really good, and that is like that on both sides. In street view we have a lamp. So overall, nice little set, lots of great detail. It did take me a while to make and some thumb ache, but it's well worth it. I think it's going to be hard for me to display with stairs on this side and that side. So what I'm going to do is remove the back stairs, and so that it can go flush against the back of the shelf. I may pop the floor bits off to make it a bit more dishevelled. I will be buying some more upper and lower cells, however I'm not sure if I'm going to display them on this because there's little things on the front and they pop on the front, and for me personally I don't see the point of putting cells in front of cells. It looks good, yes, but then you're missing all the good detail in the cells. So I haven't decided yet. I may make the cells go higher, or I may just put them next to it on this side so that you can just see all the cells, and it means I can put more characters in them. I can make better use of the cells. I look forward to putting all my other figures around them and putting it with my prison tower. I think that will look brilliant. My favourite item out of this set, apart from the figures, is the fact that it is interactive, as in the doors open. You can customise the floor on the top. My least favourite item was the instructions. There were a couple of areas that were not very clear and they missed steps, as I showed you at the beginning. But hopefully they will rectify that and maybe put in a little piece of paper with the steps that are missing. Again, as I mentioned, you may want some tweezers with you, although be aware this may mark the Lego, because if, like myself, you put some bits together wrong, you will need help getting them out. As mentioned, the support beams here, these little weird things here, they are pressure set, so if you put them in the wrong way round like I did, you will need something to help you get them out. I was lucky enough that I did. My suggestion would be is to put some of those in spare, just in case you're not lucky like me and maybe you have to rip it out or something, so that might be an idea for the company. So feel free to let me know what you think. I love this set, but I like all their sets. I in future am looking to getting the Woodbury Assault Vehicle and Dell's RV, so I look forward to making those. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.